Soul Lantern, where mysteries come to light. A modern train, full surveillance coverage, digital tickets, biometric access. And yet, on March 14th, 2023, a man boarded a carriage that never opened again, and he was never seen alive. His name was Daniel Reeves, 32 years old, cybersecurity consultant, no criminal record, no history of mental illness, no public enemies. At 9:18 p.m., Daniel tapped his phone against the scanner at Platform 6 of Central Station. The entry log confirms it. The gate opened. He walked through. That was the first timestamp. Security footage shows him wearing a dark hoodie, black backpack, noise-canceling headphones resting around his neck. He moved with purpose, not panic. He wasn't running. He wasn't hiding. He boarded carriage 4 of the 9:30 p.m. northbound express, a high-speed inner-city train equipped with internal CCTV in every corridor. This is where the timeline becomes precise. 9:27 p.m. Daniel enters carriage 4, 9:29 p.m. He slides into seat 21A, window side, 9:31 p.m. The train departs, 9:36 p.m. He removes his phone, types for approximately 40 seconds, 9:37 p.m. He looks up sharply, as if reacting to something outside the frame, 9:38 p.m. He stands, 9:39 p.m. He walks toward the rear restroom area. That is the last confirmed visual of Daniel Reeves. The restroom door closes behind him, and it never opens again. The train traveled non-stop for 47 minutes. When it arrived at Northbridge Terminal at 10:18 p.m., passengers disembarked normally, except one. Daniel Reeves never exited. At 10:26 p.m., cleaning staff unlocked the restroom door using a master override key. The compartment was empty. No broken window, no ceiling hatch, no hidden access panel. The ventilation shaft was too small for a human body. Daniel's backpack was gone. His phone signal ceased at 9:41 p.m. Not lost, not disconnected, powered off, inside a moving train with no scheduled stops. Authorities initially suspected a technical glitch in the CCTV system. They reviewed every corridor camera. No footage showed Daniel exiting the restroom. No footage showed anyone entering after him. The restroom door remained closed for the entire journey. Motion sensors detected no additional movement. The door lock logs confirmed it was never manually opened from the outside. To this day, investigators cannot explain how a grown man exited a locked restroom inside a sealed carriage, traveling at 120 kilometers per hour. Within 12 hours, Daniel was reported missing. Within 24, the story broke online. And that's when things became darker. Because Daniel Reeves wasn't just a random passenger. He worked for a private cybersecurity firm contracted by multiple corporations, and occasionally, government departments. 3 weeks before his disappearance, he had accessed internal servers flagged for sensitive infrastructure review. Those logs were quietly erased the day after he vanished. When investigators requested his recent project files, his employer cited national security privilege. The train operator publicly insisted no foul play occurred. But internally, Technicians were ordered to run structural scans of Carriage 4. They found nothing unusual. No breach in hull integrity, no mechanical failure, no emergency brake use. The train never slowed between stations. GPS data confirmed uninterrupted velocity. Daniel's bank account showed no unusual withdrawals. His apartment showed no signs of struggle. His browsing history, however, revealed something unsettling. In the days before March 14th, he searched for train carriage emergency schematics, high-speed rail maintenance access, blind spots in onboard surveillance. Why would a cybersecurity consultant be researching train blind spots? Was he afraid of something? Or planning something? Friends described him as anxious but focused in the week prior. One colleague said Daniel had made a strange remark during lunch. "If something happens to me, it won't look normal." No one asked what he meant. At 9:37 p.m., seconds before he stood up on the train, his phone received an encrypted message. Authorities recovered fragments from his cloud backup. The message contained only coordinates, latitude and longitude. The location? An abandoned freight junction, 12 kilometers along the train's route. A junction the express line passed at high speed. There was no scheduled stop, but there was a maintenance access point used for emergency track inspections. Investigators examined satellite footage from that night. At 9:44 p.m., as the train crossed the freight junction, thermal imaging captured a brief heat signature near the maintenance ladder. It lasted less than 4 seconds. Rail officials dismissed it as sensor noise, but analysts remained divided. Could someone have accessed the train externally? Experts recreated the possibility. At high speed, accessing a carriage from the outside is nearly impossible, but not entirely. There are service handles along the undercarriage used during maintenance. If someone had knowledge of structural layouts and precise timing, they might reach the restroom undercarriage panel. But this theory implies planning and assistance. Another detail emerged weeks later. At 9:41 p.m., exactly when Daniel's phone powered down, the CCTV in Carriage 4 experienced a 1.8-second signal drop. Less than 2 seconds. Barely noticeable. The train operator labeled it routine packet loss. But digital forensics suggested a localized interference spike. A deliberate one. Someone inside Carriage 4 knew how to disrupt surveillance. Or Daniel did. Speculation divided into 2 camps: abduction or staged disappearance. If abducted, how? No doors opened. No emergency alerts triggered. If staged, why? And how without leaving a trace? Search teams combed the freight junction area for weeks. Drones, dogs, ground-penetrating radar. No body, no clothing, no backpack, nothing. Daniel's laptop, found in his apartment, contained a partially deleted, recovered fragments read, "They already know. Access point confirmed. Window under 90 seconds." Was Daniel exposing something? Or participating in something? Months later, a whistleblower from his firm anonymously contacted journalists. They claimed Daniel had uncovered a vulnerability in national rail infrastructure software. A backdoor capable of overriding carriage lock systems remotely. If true, Someone could theoretically unlock a specific compartment during motion. The train operator denies such capability exists. Government officials decline comment. Public attention surged again. The idea that a passenger could be extracted from a moving high-speed train through a digital exploit shook confidence nationwide. But there is still no proof that happened. Only absence. And absence is difficult to prosecute. Daniel's family believes he was silenced. His employer claims he resigned voluntarily days before the incident. A resignation email sent at 2:13 a.m. the night before. Digital signature verified. But metadata shows the email originated from an IP address not linked to Daniel's home. Someone sent it. The question is, who? 1 year later, the case remains officially classified as a missing persons investigation. No ransom, no confirmed sighting, no financial activity. Yet 3 months after his disappearance, a secure server in Eastern Europe was accessed using Daniel's unique encryption key. The login lasted 14 minutes. The origin masked. Was it him? Or someone using his credentials? We don't know. What we do know is this. A man boarded a fully monitored train in 2023. He entered a restroom. The door remained closed. The train never stopped. Cameras never saw him leave. And when it arrived, he was gone. In a world of biometric locks, GPS tracking, AI surveillance, and digital footprints, a disappearance like this should be impossible. And yet, it happened. Or at least, it appears to have happened. Because the most unsettling possibility isn't that Daniel Reeves vanished. It's that someone, or something, had the power to erase him in motion, to open a door that never opened, to create a gap in footage measured in milliseconds, to turn 47 minutes into a permanent question. The Locked Carriage Mystery of 2023 remains unsolved. And somewhere between two stations, Jig failed.